I hope you all had a very good Christmas, and I wish you all a happy new year. And this reading will be for the star sign of Cancer from now until the end of the week. This reading is general, as all the readings on my YouTube channel are general. They might or they might not resonate to all of you. If you like to have a private one-to-one reading, that will be focused more on yourself and on your own specific situation, and that will be able to give you more insight into exactly what you're dealing with right now, rather than being just general for everyone. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and I'm going to ask my spirit guides and angels to help me deliver a very good, clear message for all of you. So let's ask the cards now. What do you need to know right now? What do you need to know? This card is falling out. The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Okay, let me just get some more cards and I'll talk to you. And the Tower. Alright, the Tower. The Queen of Cups reversed. The Two of Wands. Alright, I'll leave these. Shuffle some more. Let's just shuffle some more. Let's get at least 5. The Lovers. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, so this situation that I'm getting here is really crazy and really strange situation. So I will tell you now what I see here. It's happening on these cards. Seven of Pentacles, when it's upright, it means that somebody doesn't want to invest their time, their energy, their money into something. They're not ready to go for the long haul. They're not ready to nurture and to establish a connection with you, to grow it. You can see this woman is taking care of this tree and is spending all her time. She's investing her effort, her time, her work into this tree until it grows and it gives her fruit, it gives her reward. So that tree represents your own particular situation. If it's about a relationship or connection with someone, the card came up on a reverse position, which means this person decided not to invest into this, not to put any more time or energy into it, not to make the effort to grow that tree and to see how is this going to grow and what fruit is going to give. Okay, so I would say somebody pulled away and they weren't willing to put their time into this connection growing. The Tower card, it means all this came out of the blue to you because you were thinking that this person is serious and this person will put their time into it, and all of a sudden everything collapsed and fell into pieces. You can see the tower, the lightning is striking and is breaking this tower into pieces. And you could have felt like this man, you just fell out head first from the situation that you created. You built this tower and you were thinking and you were hoping that this is going somewhere. And suddenly this person leaves you out in the cold, wondering why. Like, why didn't he think that would be a good idea for him to invest his time into this relationship? So the Tower brings shocking changes and shocking revelations, and everything is just collapsing spontaneously. Like all of the sudden, everything just fell into pieces for you. Okay, because there was lack of commitment and lack of investment on their part. So the Queen of Cups is reversed, and this card is you, being Cancerian, being a water sign. You are highly sensitive, highly emotional person, also highly intuitive. So when the Queen of Cups is reversed, it means that really, really distraught you emotionally, that really upset you. You felt that he doesn't see you as a potential long-term partner, or he doesn't see you as somebody who is eligible for a relationship. He just pulled the rug right under your feet suddenly, and you feel really upset and emotionally distraught, I would say, because the Queen of Cups is reversed. And so down here I'm having the Two of Wands. So that means there is distance. Like, it could be physical distance, or it could be emotional distance, that this person distanced himself away from you. And that really upsets you, because at first you had very strong connection. The Lovers is a lot of chemistry, a lot of intensity. It could have been a very strong sexual connection between him and you. And you felt that this is the beginning of something, because all connections and relationships between men and women start with a physical attraction. If you don't have the chemistry and the physical attraction, then you're just friends, okay? Or you're just neighbors. There's nothing going on. There is nothing that will hold and keep this connection together. But also, you being a highly emotional woman, you were thinking that there will be more emotional investment into this on his part. And he just decided to pull the plug and to go away. The Two of Wands means he distanced himself, or he just left. He went away somewhere. He just left you. Okay, remember, these are general readings, and they might or they might not resonate with all of you. Okay, because this is a sad story. So I don't want people to say, this is not what happened, this is not my story. Might not be, okay? But for some of you, you could be. So the purpose of my readings is to give you some insight and to give you some explanation of what could have happened, and try to help you understand what happened. That's all I'm trying to do. So the Lovers is the passion, is the chemistry between a woman and a man, and they feel very strongly connected to each other, and they feel very strong magnetic kind of pull towards each other. And you were thinking this will go somewhere. You could have felt that you could have even had the happily ever after, which is the Ten of Cups, which shows these people who have it all. They have the total and complete emotional fulfillment together. This card means a happy home, living together, sharing life together, sharing life's beautiful moments together, making memories. But this card also came up on a reverse position. So suddenly you felt that you will not have this with him. And something went really kind of wrong here. All of a sudden, I don't really know why. I don't think it's your fault. I don't think you did anything wrong. I wonder why this tower moment happened, because everything seems fine. And all of a sudden, this guy is just pulling away from you. I'm going to ask the spirit guides to clarify, and I will add 2 clarifying cards on this tower card to see what went wrong, what happened there, and why this man went away with the Two of Wands. So I'm just giving these cards a bit of a shuffle. The Two of Swords, he wasn't able to make up his mind on what to do. The Two of Swords and the Two of Wands shows duality. It shows either he had 2 choices to choose from, either you or something else. I'm not saying there is another woman, but they might well be. It could be anything else. It could be family relations, it could be work, it could be career. But he had to choose between 2 things, and he chose the other. He chose to leave you to go to the other, okay? In the Two of Wands, it shows a man standing on the fork of the road, and he has to make the choice whether to go along this path or whether to go along that path, okay? So I would say this is about being hesitant, procrastinating, thinking and planning for the future, which path will be better for him. And this is about choices, and somebody who's choosing not to see the truth, that you had a very strong soulmate connection, and you could have had it all. You could have had the happily ever after together, the emotional fulfillment, but it didn't happen because he chose something else or someone else, okay? I know this sounds really upsetting, but I'm trying to deliver you the truth. Okay, so What else? Let's ask another clarifying card for Cancerians. What is that thing? I will ask, what is that thing that is so much more important than being with you and making you happy? What are his reasons? I got the Hermit reversed and I got the Sun. I'm asking the cards, what is it, that thing that is so important? So I'm getting the Devil, I'm getting the Four of Wands, and I'm getting the King of Swords. Okay, so I will tell you what I think about these cards. So the Hermit came up reversed first. The Hermit is somebody who is used to be alone by their own choice. This could be a man who hasn't been in a relationship for a very long time, and I'm speaking years. He chose to be the hermit, to spend time, to think, to seek the truth, which is the light here, to go deeply within himself and to think very deeply about what is it that makes him happy, to find his own source of happiness and his own source of truth. The sun is the ultimate happiness that you could have. So I would say this man wasn't ready to go for the long haul with you. He wasn't ready to invest anything into that connection because himself did not know what is that thing in his life that would make him happy. What does he want to be happy? And he had to go deeply within himself to work out where his own happiness lies. Okay. So this card was reversed, so he will be thinking for a long time. And I get the feeling he never found the source of his happiness. He never found a satisfaction for himself, what exactly it is. Maybe a happily ever after sounds like a good idea, having a home, having a family, that sounds nice, but deep down, he's thinking, is it really what I want in my life, okay? And that's why he wasn't ready to go for anything. The Sun is a good card. It's a very good sign that this situation will work out very well with you once he has his time to be the hermit for a while and to decide for himself what he really wants. So then I'm getting the Devil. And the Devil is about this person being stuck in a very unhappy, restrictive situation that holds him back and holds him down. And he feels that he has lack of personal freedom. So that could be some toxic relationship or toxic family ties, that it's narcissistic, and no matter what he does in his life, he never feels appreciated, and he never feels he's doing well enough or good enough to make people happy. Also, the Devil is about materialism. It means like no matter how hard he works and no matter how much he earns, is never enough. And in a way, he feels he can never please anyone no matter what he does. So he needs to detach himself from that devil, whatever that is, whoever that is. He could be stuck in another relationship with someone. He could have a baby mama or ex-wife that keeps wanting money of him, or it could be his parents could be nagging him all the time. Oh, you need to sort your life out, earning enough to have a happily ever after. All these is like a toxic pressure on him to satisfy someone else rather than looking within himself and kind of coming up with the truth about his own happiness. Well, maybe he doesn't want to work that much for materialistic reasons. Maybe he's just happy with little, because a hermit is someone who is quiet. He likes a simple life. He doesn't want to have all expensive things and to be showing off in front of people how big his house is. Hermit is happy with himself. Okay, and the hermit, in a way, they kind of live with very little. You can see his robe is very modest, and he lives on his own, and he doesn't need to make people happy. He just wants to make sure that he's happy. Okay, so this is the Devil. That means materialistic and toxic situations around him. He needs to free himself, because the Devil is pulling the strings and it's not giving him peace at night. He always thinks he has to do more. He has to earn more. He has to do this more. but it doesn't give him a sense of personal satisfaction. The Four of Wands is a happy card as well. That means this is about a celebration, it's about a homecoming, it's about going somewhere where you feel welcome just the way you are. Usually it's going back home to your parents because they love you anyway. You know, whether you earn a lot of money or whether you don't earn money, you know, when life gets tough, you go home and you feel happy, you feel welcomed, you feel loved, you feel accepted just the way you are by your parents and your siblings in your home. So for some of you, this could be a particular place or particular person that makes you feel at home, no matter what's happening in your life, no matter what's happening outside this home. Home is always a warm, clean, welcoming place. So this card is also about engagement, but because the rest of the cards are not speaking exactly about anything progressing, it's more about what this person has to deal with first. Then I would say, well, sometimes about engagement, it's about the celebration of a relationship becoming official, but I don't think you're there yet with him because he has a lot to deal with on a personal level before you can have the Ten of Cups and you can have the Four of Wands. But I would say to someone, you mean home and you mean happiness and you mean joy, because the Four of Wands is about celebrating life together. On this card, on this deck, you can see the family, the dad and the mom and the kid, and they have all these beautiful flower garlands around them. So these are people who feel happy anyway. They might not have much. They might not have a big house at the background, but they are together and they loving each other together, and that is their happiness. So for someone, you mean all this. In the King of Swords is this guy. I get that his life has been tough. He hasn't had much happiness in his life because of the Hermit and because of the Devil, and now the King of Swords coming up here. This is a man who is detached from his emotions. He sometimes could feel cold, unemotional. He is not seeking emotional fulfillment in life, but he feels he has to do the right thing. He has to do what's best and he has to do what's right. And he's very rational and very logical. And he could be putting his own happiness behind something else. And I think it's the Devil, that he could decide not to be happy because he needs to satisfy the devil, whoever and whatever the devil is. So this reading is really strange to me, that somebody really, really wants to have happiness, but they can't because he needs to do what's best for the devil, if that makes sense to you. So I'm going to pull some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle just to finish off this reading. So I'm asking the cards, what does the spirits and angels and spirit guides want to tell us about Cancerians? This card fell out, abundance and focus. So it could be his career. He could be choosing between what is better for his financial stability and abundance and what is not. And I don't know why, for whatever reason, he thought that you are not in line with his financial stability. That he could have chosen to put his time and effort into his career, into building his abundance, and he thought that a serious relationship with you right now is not going to be good for his abundance. But he's working a lot. Abundance and materialism, these two cards, I would say that he has some either career problems, financial problems. He could be having debts. He have to keep working to put his money into that devil situation, and all his money are kind of disappearing. They're going into the paying off debts. And abundance is what he's working on. And the focus, it means that he's entirely focused on his career, on his money, on his wealth, on what he can achieve rather than his own personal happiness. And that's why he decided that for the best, it will be better off if he cuts it off with you, if he doesn't invest his time, into, this was the investment card. If he doesn't invest this into a personal relationship, if he invests this time into his career and his abundance and wealth building. Okay, so I don't mean to sound kind of crude, but this is what I'm seeing and this is what I'm saying. If I'm wrong, that'll be in a way a good thing because it's not going to be that harsh. But if I'm right, that'll be a good thing too. So I'm going to end this reading now, and I hope you enjoyed it and it was useful to you. If you like any personal private readings with me, you can book one from my Etsy shop. I've left the link in the description box. I wish you all the best, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.